Hello guys, today we are going to learn about erosion. Erosion, which involves the transport of rocks and minerals by agents such as water, ice, snow, wind, waves and gravity, and then being transported and deposited in other locations. For example, rock is broken down into very small pieces by water and these pieces are transported by wind or water itself from one location to another. Erosion has caused the formation of many beautiful features around the earth, which includes valleys, coastline, and peaks of the mountain. Erosion is caused by natural forces on the earth such as water, wind, glacier, gravity, and living organisms. These forces slowing breaks down the large materials such as rocks into smaller pieces and transport them from one location to other, mostly in downwards direction. Let's discuss the erosion by water. Erosion by water. One of the most powerful natural forces on the earth is water, which cause significant erosions. The various ways in which water causes erosion and some of which are rainfall, waves, floods and rivers. The rivers usually travels between mountains and carries with them very small pieces of rocks that settle down on the way. The river usually carves a snake shape in the land. The river usually carves a snake shape in the land and the famous Grand Canyon was also formed by a river called Colorado River. Difference between weathering and erosion. Weathering involves the breaking down of rocks and minerals on the earth, and forces of nature are majorly responsible for the process, where erosion refers to the removal of soil particles, rocks, and other earth materials from one location to another caused by wind and water. Erosion, which involves the transport of rocks and minerals by agents such as water, ice, snow, wind, waves and gravity, and then being transported and deposited in the other location. Erosion process. Erosion is purely the movement of sediments from one place to another. In erosion, natural forces sweep away broken rock pieces and settle them in another location. This action may happen by the action of wind, water, or melting ice movement, leaving behind a different landscape. Erosion transports pieces of rocks and usually settles them in lower altitude area near rivers' mouths or by the seas. Erosion process. The process of erosion has four major stages. Detachment, where the rocks break into smaller particles. Entrainment, where the rock sediments mix with water, air or melting ice. Transportation, through one of the forces of nature. Deposition, which means where the particles settles. Advantages of weathering and erosion. Weathering and erosion led to the formation of new geological features through surface reshaping. Weathering provides particles that eventually form sedimentary rocks like limestone and sandstone. Chemical weathering helps in reducing atmospheric carbon dioxide. Most of the fertile soils are products of weathering process. Soil erosion deposits soil rich in minerals to places that were not fertile, making them agriculturally productive. Disadvantages of weathering and erosion. Weathering is a leading cause of breaking down of human-made structures like roads, bridges and houses. Chemical weathering also results to a process called oxidation which is responsible for rusting. Weathering and erosion may cause natural disasters through mass wasting like rockslide and mudslide that kill hundreds of people annually. The same weathering and erosion process that are responsible for creation and deposition of fertile soil are also responsible for removing fertile soil from an area, leaving the area agriculturally crippled.